Good morning. It's the VSA Morning Miner, Tuesday, the 15th of November, and it's David Scriven and Paul Rankin. Paul, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Good to hear it. So let's kick off and talk about Centamin because there's some news about Sakari.
Yes, that's right. Centamin has announced that a study has said that they would like to expand the underground mining operation to 1.5 million tons per annum of total ore mined. That would be a 31% increase on the mining rate of the underground at this point in time, which is about 1.1 million tons per annum. And the whole idea is to get the total expanded up underground ultimately up to 2.2 or 2 million tons per annum and be able to sustain the Sukari mine at 500,000 ounces per annum.
And moving on from there to COP27.
Yes, COP27, there was an announcement out that a group of 65 companies has announced a commitment to buy low carbon aluminum, low carbon steel, and other green materials. That's a $12 billion pledge, and they call themselves, as far as this group of companies, the First Movers Coalition. Now, I suspect myself that this isn't necessarily a new capital commitment, but rather a formalized, quantified summary of commitments they've already made at board level individually. It's simply in order to put a summary total around those things for those companies. And there are more companies coming into that commitment as we speak.
I guess I just can't resist this, Paul. I've got to talk about Jeremy Hunt and eye-watering. Normally, in his case, it's negative, but this is positive on One Gold or iGold.
Yes, this is I-80 Gold, the TSX listed Nevada company that was created out of a spin out of assets from the Barracks and Newmont's properties there in Nevada. This on the Ruby Hill mine, which is deep drilling on the property, which is just outside Eureka, Nevada. And the discovery hole they mention here is in what the new upper hilltop zone, which was a 28-meter interval at 515 grams silver, 29% lead, and 10.5% zinc, 0.9 grams gold. So yes, that's a tremendous intercept, and it does represent a new ore body or a portion of a new ore body they discovered just recently. It's about 400 meters off the pre-existing infrastructure in the Ruby Hill underground mine, so it should be relatively easy to put to development eventually.
Switching to London quoted names, Cassillo Copper and REE Clays Enrichment.
Yes, that's right. They announced assays on 7 holes that they put in the Fence Goss and the Taurus Tank prospects on their BHA Project East Zone. The significance is these holes represent about 7 to 32 meter intercepts in thickness with grades between 600 and 1700 total rare earth elements at near surface depths starting between 4 and 48 meters. Now, they had also been exploring this property for cobalt, and they have found more or less what they expected to find in cobalt, but this is outside of an added incentive to continue exploration at Fence Gossan because they weren't expecting quite this level of enrichment before. Fence Gossan being a 4 by 1 kilometer size target, which is wide open for further drilling on these numbers.
And finally, unless you'd like to add any further commentary, we saw that Rambler announced that it did a forward sale for 750 metric tons of copper over 12 months at 8,330, which is pretty consistent with Bloomberg forecasts out to 2025. But this is actually a 12-month deal. Any other thoughts, Paul?
Yes, that's Rambler Metals and Mining, which is the AIM-quoted operator underground on the Ming mine in Newfoundland. and that is a copper or gold VMS style deposit. This tonnage represents about 11% of its copper production for the 12-month period. So they are essentially hedging the copper price in order to have some security on anticipated cash flows, I think.
I think perhaps we'll wrap it up for there. And thanks very much indeed for your thoughts, and wish everyone well. Thank you.
Very good.